Justin Bieber faces copyright infringement lawsuit for uploading a picture of himself and his wife to Instagram. Jeez, this sounds like I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like a pretty lame situation. What are your thoughts on this?
This is a good teaching moment for everybody. Whenever you have a website, but you guys still need a website. We don't talk about that as much these days, but you need your own website. You can't just be uploading stuff to Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. Like we see, even if it's not the censorship, they just have rises and falls. Mm-hmm. MySpace, rise, fall. And that was the first one. Like there's been a bunch after. Tumblr was big at a time. Nobody talks about Tumblr now. Like you can't have all your stuff on these platforms you don't own.
Yeah.
So lesson number 1, have your own website. Go to omarc.com. Don't make just any old janky website. Get a good one where you can sell your e-commerce. Make it super easy for people to buy your e-commerce. Mm-hmm. Have it look professional so they want to buy it. And that way, if stuff hits the fan on one of these social medias, at least you have your own domain name that you bought. Even if your hosting service tries to kick you off, you can go to a different hosting service and take your files with you and then upload them to one that will host you. And if we get to the stage where they're no longer doing that, we have a lot bigger problems than worrying about a website because we're probably in very, very deep communism at that point, and nobody will own anything.
Yeah.
So after that, after you have a website, when you upload images to your website, make sure that you are crediting the source at the very least, and ideally you want free images. So you go to websites that have royalty-free images. Mm-hmm. This is what's happening here with Justin Bieber. I think it was a paparazzi took a photo of him and his wife, probably saw it online, and maybe he uploaded it to Instagram, and then the paparazzi person's like, hey, I own that photo. Because it is art in its own sense. This one's kind of like a lame version of it, a very, very lame version of it.
Yeah.
Where Justin could have just taken out his phone and took a picture of them. It's the same art, right?
Right.
But it is what it is. There are people who have nothing better to do in life than try and catch people who use their, I'm going to use air quotes around this, their art. I know there's no disrespect to the actual photographers out there who are, doing stuff, and they're not just taking random pictures of celebrities who didn't ask for it.
Right.
Yeah, they're art. But yeah, there's people who have legal firms that just go after people who just use these photos. Yeah, adding no value.
Yeah,
at all to society.
Yeah.
Now, if you're protecting, I don't know, if you hired a wedding photographer or something and you stole all their pictures and you never paid them, you had your check bounced to them, that is different.
That's different.
But these ones, it's just I remember back in the day, that's when I was first starting the business, or was very young. I didn't know this about the free images. Mm-hmm. So I was uploading stuff, and there was one of these, people who just look for, or I think it might have even been a free image, but it was with a clause to it or something.
Wow.
Yeah, they were just looking for people. They have software that would try to scan websites and just look for that image and try to scare you and paying them.
That's crazy.
Add no value to society. But to just make it easy, just go on free websites. Pexels.com, I think, is one of them. Pexels. There's a few others that are just straight royalty-free images. If not, you can just pay a yearly subscription for sites like Shutterstock, something like that. Or take all your photos, but that can get pretty annoying. So that's what we recommend. And so you guys know now, it's for any entrepreneur, any business owner, not just artist. But that's what people will do. Yep. They will try to go. Now, if somebody uploaded that on their random Instagram, they probably wouldn't even care. But they just see that you're a person with money or you have a business or something, like they try to scare you into paying them.
Right.
Yeah.
There it is.